The sea, a vast and beckoning expanse. It stretches out endlessly, a shimmering blue blanket that merges with the sky at the horizon. The sight of the open sea at sunrise is a spectacle that has captivated human hearts for millennia. The gentle waves, the soft hues of dawn, and the promise of a new day all combine to create a scene of unparalleled beauty and tranquility. It calls to something deep within us, a yearning for adventure, a desire to explore the unknown. This call is not just a whisper, but a powerful, almost primal urge that has driven countless individuals to leave the safety of the shore and venture into the vast, uncharted waters. The sea represents the ultimate adventure, a place where the ordinary rules of life are suspended and anything is possible. For centuries, sailors have answered this call, setting sail in pursuit of new horizons and unforgettable experiences. These brave souls, armed with little more than their wits and a sturdy vessel, embarked on journeys that would take them to the farthest corners of the earth. They faced storms, navigated treacherous waters, and discovered new lands, all driven by the same insatiable curiosity and desire for adventure that still calls to us today. The allure of the open water is undeniable, a siren song that whispers of freedom, challenge, and the sheer joy of life lived on the edge of the world. There is a unique sense of liberation that comes from being out on the open sea, far from the constraints and demands of everyday life. The horizon stretches out endlessly, and with it, the possibilities for discovery and adventure seem limitless. Out there on the boundless blue canvas of the ocean, countless stories unfold. Each wave, each gust of wind carries with it the potential for a new tale, a new adventure. The sea is a living, breathing entity, constantly changing and evolving, and those who venture out onto its surface become a part of its ever-unfolding story. Tales of daring voyages, of breathtaking beauty, of the enduring spirit of those who dare to venture beyond the familiar shores. These stories are not just about the physical journey, but also about the inner journey, the personal growth and transformation that comes from facing the challenges and uncertainties of the open sea. And sometimes, just sometimes, we stumble upon stories that seem almost too good to be true. These are the tales of serendipitous discoveries, of chance encounters and unexpected adventures that add a touch of magic to the already enchanting world of the sea. They remind us that the ocean is a place of endless possibilities, where the line between reality and fantasy often blurs. Stories of legendary vessels, hidden gems that capture the imagination and ignite the soul with their beauty, history, and the promise of extraordinary adventures. These boats are more than just means of transportation. They are symbols of human ingenuity and the enduring allure of the sea. Each one has its own unique story. A tale of craftsmanship, adventure, and the indomitable spirit of those who built and sailed them. These aren't just boats we're talking about. They are floating works of art, testaments to the craftsmanship of a bygone era and the enduring allure of the sea. The attention to detail, the skill and dedication that went into their construction is evident in every curve and line. These vessels are a tribute to the human spirit, to our ability to create beauty and functionality in harmony with the natural world. Each one holds within its wooden ribs 1,000 tales, whispered on the wind and carried across the waves. These stories are a part of the boat's very essence, woven into the fabric of its being. They speak of the adventures and challenges faced by those who sailed them, of the dreams and aspirations that drove them to venture out into the unknown. To discover such a vessel is to uncover a piece of maritime history, a tangible link to the golden age of sailing. These boats are living relics, reminders of a time when the sea was the ultimate frontier, and those who sailed it were the pioneers of their age. They are a testament to the enduring human spirit, to our desire to explore, to discover, and to push the boundaries of what is possible. This is the story of one such discovery, a tale of a boat unlike any other. A vessel whose very name evokes a sense of wonder and excitement among those fortunate enough to know its secrets. This boat is not just a piece of history, it is a living, breathing entity, a testament to the enduring allure of the sea and the spirit of adventure that drives us to explore it. Get ready to set sail on a journey of discovery, to explore the world of yachting's best-kept secret. the Alabella. This is not just a boat, it is a gateway to a world of adventure, a vessel that promises to take you on a journey of discovery and exploration like no other. The Alabella is a symbol of the enduring allure of the sea, a reminder of the endless possibilities that await those who dare to venture out onto its vast, uncharted waters. The Alabella is a masterpiece of nautical craftsmanship, a vessel that embodies the perfect blend of beauty and functionality. Every inch of this boat has been meticulously crafted, from the elegant lines of its hull to the intricate details of its rigging. The Alabella is a testament to the skill and dedication of the craftsmen who built it, a tribute to their ability to create something truly extraordinary. As the Alabella glides through the calm waters, it becomes clear that this is no ordinary boat. There is a grace and elegance to its movements, a sense of harmony with the sea that is truly mesmerizing. The Alabella is not just a vessel, it is a living, breathing entity, a part of the ocean itself. Inside, the Alabella is just as impressive. The interior is a perfect blend of luxury and comfort, with every detail designed to enhance the experience of life at sea. From the spacious cabins to the well-appointed galley, every aspect of the Alabella has been carefully considered to ensure that those who sail on her do so in the utmost comfort and style. On deck, the Alabella offers a space for relaxation and enjoyment, a place where sailors can take in the breathtaking views and feel the wind in their hair. There is a sense of camaraderie among those who sail on the Alabella, a shared appreciation for the beauty and adventure of life at sea. The Alabella is not just a boat, it is a gateway to adventure. With her, you can explore hidden coves and remote islands, discover new and exciting places, and experience the thrill of the open sea. The Alabella is a vessel that promises to take you on a journey of discovery and exploration like no other. The crew of the Alabella are skilled and experienced sailors, individuals who share a deep love and respect for the sea. They are the guardians of the Alabella's legacy, the keepers of her stories and secrets. Their knowledge and expertise ensure that every journey on the Alabella is a safe and unforgettable adventure. The history of the Alabella is rich and fascinating, a tapestry of stories and experiences that span generations. Archival footage and old photographs reveal a vessel that has been a part of countless adventures, a boat that has seen the world and lived to tell the tale. The Alabella is a living piece of history, a testament to the enduring allure of the sea and the spirit of adventure that drives us to explore it. As we look to the future, the Alabella continues to evolve, incorporating modern upgrades and innovations that enhance her performance and comfort. Yet, despite these changes, the Alabella remains true to her roots, a vessel that embodies the timeless allure of the sea and the spirit of adventure that has always defined her. The legacy of the Alabella is one of inspiration and adventure, a story that continues to captivate and inspire future generations of sailors. The Alabella is more than just a boat. She is a symbol of the enduring allure of the sea, a reminder of the endless possibilities that await those who dare to venture out onto its vast, uncharted waters. As the Alabella sails into the sunset, we are reminded of the endless possibilities that the sea holds. Each journey is a new beginning, a chance to discover new horizons and create new stories. The Alabella is a vessel that promises to take you on a journey of discovery and exploration like no other, a journey that will leave you with memories to last a lifetime. The name Alabella is more than just a name. It is a promise of adventure, a symbol of the enduring allure of the sea. It is a name that evokes a sense of wonder and excitement, a name that promises to take you on a journey of discovery and exploration like no other. So get ready to set sail on a journey of discovery, to explore the world of yachting's best-kept secret, the Alabella. This is not just a boat, it is a gateway to a world of adventure, a vessel that promises to take you on a journey of discovery and exploration like no other. The Alabella is a symbol of the enduring allure of the sea, a reminder of the endless possibilities that await those who dare to venture out onto its vast, uncharted waters. In the world of sailing, certain boats transcend the ordinary. They become legends whispered among sailors in hushed tones, their names spoken with reverence and admiration. These are the rare finds, the hidden gems that capture the imagination and spark a fire in the hearts of those who seek something truly exceptional. Like ancient mariners charting distant stars, experienced sailors trade stories of these remarkable vessels. They speak of sleek lines cutting through the water, of sails billowing with the power of the wind, of craftsmanship that speaks to a bygone era of maritime excellence. These tales are often passed down through generations, each retelling adding to the mystique and allure of the boats in question. The Alabella is one such vessel, a name spoken with a mix of awe and respect among those in the know. It is a boat that exists at the intersection of history, craftsmanship, and pure sailing pleasure. Its story is woven into the very fabric of the sea, a testament to the enduring relationship between man and the ocean. But the whispers on the wind tell of more than just a beautiful boat. They speak of a vessel that has witnessed history firsthand, that has felt the spray of distant seas and the thrill of countless nautical miles under its keel. The Alabella isn't just a boat, it's a living legend, and its story is about to unfold. The Alabella isn't simply a product of modern engineering. It's a testament to a time when boats were built with heart and soul, when craftsmanship was an art form passed down through generations. Every curve of her hull, every polished fitting, speaks to a legacy of maritime tradition and a dedication to building vessels that could weather any storm and sail any sea. Imagine, if you will, the scent of freshly cut cedar and teak filling the air as skilled hands shape planks of wood into the graceful lines that define the Alabella. Picture the rhythmic clang of hammers echoing through the shipyard as master craftsmen meticulously piece together this floating masterpiece. The Alabella's construction is a testament to a time when boats were built to last, when quality and durability were paramount. Her hull, crafted from the finest timbers, has been painstakingly maintained over the years, her wooden bones as strong and seaworthy today as the day she was first launched. This is a boat that exudes an aura of timeless elegance, a vessel that harkens back to a golden age of sailing while still possessing the strength and seaworthiness to embark on new adventures. The Alabella is a living piece of maritime history, her legacy etched in wood and sail, patiently waiting to write a new chapter with those fortunate enough to take the helm. Every legend has a beginning, and the Alabella's story starts in the early 1930s, a time when the world was on the brink of change and the golden age of yachting was in full swing. She wasn't built in some massive industrial shipyard, but in a smaller, more intimate boatyard nestled along the rugged coastline of New England. Here, amidst the scent of salt air and sawdust, a team of skilled craftsmen, led by the renowned master shipwright Thomas Everett, laboured tirelessly to bring the Alabella to life. Everett wasn't just a builder of boats, he was an artist, a man who poured his heart and soul into every vessel he created. He saw boats not just as modes of transportation, but as living, breathing entities, each with its own unique character and destiny. And in the Alabella he envisioned something truly special, a yacht that would embody the perfect balance of beauty, performance and seaworthiness. The Alabella's construction was a testament to the craftsmanship of a bygone era. Her hull, meticulously planked with Honduran mahogany over sturdy oak frames, was a work of art in itself. Each plank was carefully selected for its grain and strength, then painstakingly fitted and fastened using traditional boat-building techniques passed down through generations. Everett and his team spared no effort in ensuring that the Alabella would be a vessel worthy of the open sea. They understood that a boat's true beauty lay not just in its outward appearance, but in the integrity of its construction and its ability to withstand the harshest conditions. And so, they built the Alabella with a level of care and attention to detail that is rare to find today. Thomas Everett's hands were the hands of a master, calloused and strong, yet capable of the most delicate and precise movements. His experience was evident in every stroke of his tools, every measurement he took, and every decision he made. He was a man who had spent his entire life around boats, learning the trade from his father and grandfather before him. The knowledge and skills he had acquired over the years were invaluable, and he was determined to pass them on to the next generation of craftsmen. Among the team of craftsmen was a young apprentice named Samuel, who had come to the boatyard with dreams of becoming a master shipwright himself one day. Under Everett's watchful eye, Samuel learned the intricacies of boat building, from selecting the right wood to understanding the importance of balance and symmetry in a vessel's design. Everett was a patient teacher, always willing to share his knowledge and expertise, and Samuel soaked up every bit of it like a sponge. The tools used in the construction of the Alabella were as much a part of the story as the people who wielded them. Each tool had its own history, passed down through generations, and each bore the marks of countless hours of labour. From the adze to the chisel, the plane to the saw, these tools were extensions of the craftsman's hands, enabling them to shape and mould the wood with precision and care. As the months went by, the Alabella began to take shape. Everett and his team worked tirelessly, often from dawn until dusk, driven by a shared vision of creating something truly extraordinary. The boatyard was a hive of activity, with the sounds of hammering, sawing and sanding filling the air. Despite the hard work and long hours, there was a sense of camaraderie and pride among the craftsmen, knowing that they were part of something special. The Alabella's hull was a masterpiece of craftsmanship. Each plank was carefully fitted and fastened, creating a seamless and sturdy structure. The Honduran mahogany used for the planking was not only beautiful but also incredibly strong and durable, ensuring that the Alabella would be able to withstand the rigours of the open sea. The oak frames provided additional strength and stability, creating a solid foundation for the vessel. Everett was meticulous in his inspections, ensuring that every detail was perfect. He would often run his hands along the hull, feeling for any imperfections and making adjustments as needed. His keen eye for detail and unwavering commitment to quality were evident in every aspect of the Alabella's construction. He knew that a boat was only as good as the sum of its parts, and he was determined to make sure that every part of the Alabella was the best it could be. The deck of the Alabella was another area where Everett's craftsmanship shone. The teak used for the decking was carefully selected for its durability and resistance to the elements. Each plank was meticulously laid, creating a smooth and even surface. The deck fittings, made of polished brass, added a touch of elegance and sophistication to the vessel. Every detail, from the placement of the cleats to the design of the railings, was carefully considered and executed with precision. The interior of the Alabella was a testament to Everett's vision of creating a yacht that was not only beautiful but also functional and comfortable. The cabin was designed with both aesthetics and practicality in mind, featuring rich mahogany panelling, brass fixtures and plush furnishings. The layout was carefully planned to maximize space and comfort, with ample storage and sleeping quarters for extended voyages. The attention to detail was evident in every aspect of the interior, from the hand-carved mouldings to the custom-built cabinetry. Everett often involved Samuel in the design process, encouraging him to share his ideas and insights. He believed that the best way to learn was through hands-on experience and collaboration. Samuel's contributions were valued and respected, and he took great pride in knowing that he was playing a part in the creation of the Alabella. The bond between master and apprentice grew stronger with each passing day, built on mutual respect and a shared passion for their craft. As the Alabella neared completion, there was a palpable sense of excitement and anticipation in the boatyard. The craftsmen had poured their hearts and souls into the project, and they were eager to see the fruits of their labour. The final touches were added, and the Alabella was prepared for her maiden voyage. The sails were hoisted, the rigging was checked, and the vessel was carefully launched into the water. The Alabella's maiden voyage was a momentous occasion. As she sailed gracefully through the water, it was clear that she was everything Everett had envisioned and more. Her sleek lines and elegant design were a sight to behold, and her performance on the open sea was nothing short of exceptional. The Alabella handled with ease and grace, cutting through the waves with precision and speed. She was a true testament to the skill and dedication of the craftsman who had brought her to life. Everett and Samuel stood on the deck of the Alabella, watching with pride as she sailed into the horizon. For Everett, it was the culmination of a lifetime of hard work and dedication to his craft. For Samuel, it was the beginning of a new chapter in his journey as a shipwright. The Alabella was more than just a boat. She was a symbol of their shared passion and commitment to excellence. As the sun set over the boatyard, casting a golden glow over the water, there was a sense of fulfillment and accomplishment among the craftsmen. They had created something truly special, a vessel that would be remembered for generations to come. The Alabella was not just a boat. She was a legend in the making, a testament to the artistry and craftsmanship of a bygone era. The Alabella sailed into the sunset, her sails billowing in the wind, a symbol of beauty, performance and seaworthiness. She was a living, breathing entity with a unique character and destiny all her own. And as she sailed into the horizon, she carried with her the legacy of the craftsman who had brought her to life, a legacy that would endure for generations to come. Section 2, a design ahead of its time. The Alabella wasn't just a beautiful boat, she was also a marvel of engineering, a testament to Thomas Everett's innovative design philosophy. Everett, a visionary in the world of nautical design, sought to create a vessel that would not only stand the test of time, but also push the boundaries of what was possible in boat engineering. His approach was holistic, considering every aspect of the boat's performance, aesthetics, and functionality. Her hull, a graceful blend of classic lines and modern hydrodynamics, was designed to slice through the water with minimal resistance, allowing her to achieve impressive speeds while maintaining a smooth and comfortable ride. The hull's shape was meticulously crafted, taking into account the principles of fluid dynamics to reduce drag and enhance stability. This design not only improved her speed, but also made her more fuel efficient, a crucial factor for long voyages. Her sail plan, a towering Bermuda rig with a generous spread of canvas, was equally impressive. The Bermuda rig, known for its efficiency and ease of handling, was chosen to maximize the Alabella's performance. The tall mast and expansive sails allowed her to harness the wind's power effectively, making her a formidable presence on the water. Everett understood that a well-designed sail plan was essential for both performance and ease of handling. He spent countless hours refining the sail plan, ensuring that it was perfectly balanced and optimized for various wind conditions. This attention to detail meant that the Alabella could be sailed with precision and grace, even by a small crew. He carefully calculated the Alabella's sail area and center of effort, ensuring that she would be powerful enough to harness the full force of the wind while remaining balanced and manageable even in challenging conditions. The center of effort, a critical factor in sailboat design, was meticulously positioned to provide optimal control and stability. This careful calculation meant that the Alabella could handle strong winds and rough seas with ease, providing a safe and exhilarating sailing experience. But the Alabella's design brilliance wasn't limited to her hull and sail plan. Everett's vision extended to every corner of the boat, ensuring that form and function were seamlessly integrated. He believed that a well-designed boat should be a joy to sail and a pleasure to behold. Everett also paid meticulous attention to her deck layout, creating a space that was both functional and aesthetically pleasing. The deck was designed with the sailor in mind, providing easy access to all areas of the boat while maintaining a clean and uncluttered appearance. This thoughtful design made the Alabella not only beautiful, but also highly practical for long voyages. The cockpit, where the captain and crew would spend countless hours at sea, was designed for both comfort and efficiency. Ergonomically designed seating and strategically placed controls ensured that the crew could operate the boat with ease, even during long and demanding journeys. The cockpit's layout was also designed to provide excellent visibility, allowing the captain to navigate with confidence. Wide, uncluttered side decks provided ample space for moving around the boat, while strategically placed handrails and winches ensured that she could be sailed safely and efficiently even with a small crew. The side decks were designed to be both safe and practical, with non-slip surfaces and well-placed handholds to prevent accidents. This attention to detail made the Alabella a joy to sail, even in challenging conditions. The Alabella was a true testament to the design ethos of her era, a time when form and function were inseparable. Everett's design philosophy was rooted in the belief that a boat should be both beautiful and functional, a perfect blend of art and engineering. This approach resulted in a vessel that was not only a pleasure to sail, but also a work of art in its own right. She was a boat that was as beautiful to look at as she was exhilarating to sail, a perfect blend of classic elegance and modern innovation. The Alabella's design has stood the test of time, remaining a beloved and admired vessel in the sailing community. Her legacy is a testament to Thomas Everett's vision and skill, a reminder of what can be achieved when art and engineering come together in perfect harmony. In addition to her technical prowess, the Alabella also boasted a number of innovative features that set her apart from other boats of her time. For instance, her interior was designed with the same attention to detail as her exterior, providing a comfortable and luxurious living space for her crew. The cabins were spacious and well appointed, with ample storage and modern amenities that made life at sea more enjoyable. Everett also incorporated advanced materials and construction techniques into the Alabella's design. He used lightweight yet durable materials to build the hull, reducing the boat's overall weight and improving her performance. This use of advanced materials was ahead of its time and contributed to the Alabella's reputation as a cutting-edge vessel. The Alabella's rigging was another area where Everett's innovative spirit shone through. He used high-quality, durable materials for the rigging, ensuring that it could withstand the rigors of long voyages and harsh weather conditions. This attention to detail extended to every aspect of the boat's construction, from the smallest fittings to the largest structural components. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Alabella's design was her ability to adapt to different sailing conditions. Everett designed her with a versatile sail plan that could be easily adjusted to suit various wind and sea conditions. This adaptability made the Alabella a highly capable and reliable vessel, able to handle everything from calm seas to stormy weather with ease. The Alabella's design also took into account the needs of her crew. Everett understood that a happy and comfortable crew was essential for a successful voyage, so he designed the boat with their comfort in mind. The living quarters were spacious and well ventilated, with plenty of natural light and comfortable furnishings. The galley was well equipped, making it easy to prepare meals at sea, and the head was designed for both functionality and comfort. In summary, the Alabella was a boat that truly embodied the spirit of innovation and excellence. Thomas Everett's visionary design philosophy resulted in a vessel that was not only beautiful and functional, but also ahead of its time. The Alabella's legacy continues to inspire and captivate sailors and boat enthusiasts around the world, a testament to the enduring power of great design. Section 3. The Heart of a Lion. While the Alabella's graceful lines and towering sails hinted at her sailing prowess, it was her engine that truly set her apart. The Alabella was not just a marvel of nautical design, she was a testament to the ingenuity and craftsmanship of a bygone era. Her sails, though majestic and powerful, were only part of her story. Nestled deep within her wooden hull beat the heart of a Lion, a powerful yet reliable diesel engine, a marvel of engineering that combined raw power with steadfast reliability. This engine was not just a piece of machinery, it was the lifeblood of the Alabella, the force that propelled her through calm waters and stormy seas alike, a masterpiece of early 20th century engineering. Built during a time when every component was crafted with precision and care, this engine was a symbol of an era when durability and performance were paramount. This wasn't just any engine, it was a workhorse, a testament to a time when things were built to last. In an age where disposable technology is the norm, the Alabella's engine stands as a reminder of the enduring quality of yesteryear. Crafted from gleaming brass and polished steel, the Alabella's engine was a sight to behold. Each part, from the smallest bolt to the largest gear, was meticulously designed and assembled to ensure maximum efficiency and longevity. Crafted from gleaming brass and polished steel, the Alabella's engine was a sight to behold. The brass components shone like gold, reflecting the light in a dazzling display, while the steel parts gleamed with a cold, hard brilliance. The Alabella's engine was a sight to behold. Its rhythmic chug was music to the ears of any sailor, a reassuring sound that spoke of power and dependability. The engine's steady beat was a constant reminder of the strength and resilience that lay at the heart of the Alabella. Its rhythmic chug was music to the ears of any sailor, a reassuring sound that spoke of power and dependability. The engine's steady beat was a constant reminder of the strength and resilience that lay at the heart of the Alabella, a reassuring sound that spoke of power and dependability. This wasn't an engine designed for speed. It was an engine built for endurance, for pushing through heavy seas and powering the Alabella across vast distances. It was a machine that could be relied upon in the most challenging conditions, a true testament to the skill and dedication of its creators. This wasn't an engine designed for speed. It was an engine built for endurance, for pushing through heavy seas and powering the Alabella across vast distances. It was a machine that could be relied upon in the most challenging conditions, a true testament to the skill and dedication of its creators. It was an engine built for endurance, for pushing through heavy seas and powering the Alabella across vast distances. The Alabella's engine was more than just a piece of machinery. It was a symbol of the boat's spirit, a representation of her ability to conquer any challenge that came her way, for pushing through heavy seas and powering the Alabella across vast distances. The Alabella's engine room wasn't just a functional space, it was a testament to the craftsmanship of a bygone era. Every pipe, every valve, every gauge was meticulously arranged and maintained. The Alabella's engine room wasn't just a functional space, it was a testament to the craftsmanship of a bygone era. Every pipe, every valve, every gauge was meticulously arranged and maintained. It was a space where a skilled engineer could lose themselves for hours, fine-tuning and adjusting, ensuring that the Alabella's heart continued to beat strong. It was a testament to the craftsmanship of a bygone era. Every pipe, every valve, every gauge was meticulously arranged and maintained. It was a space where a skilled engineer could lose themselves for hours, fine-tuning and adjusting, ensuring that the Alabella's heart continued to beat strong. Every pipe, every valve, every gauge was meticulously arranged and maintained. It was a space where a skilled engineer could lose themselves for hours, fine-tuning and adjusting, ensuring that the Alabella's heart continued to beat strong. Every gauge was meticulously arranged and maintained. It was a space where a skilled engineer could lose themselves for hours, fine-tuning and adjusting, ensuring that the Alabella's heart continued to beat strong. It was a space where a skilled engineer could lose themselves for hours, fine-tuning and adjusting, ensuring that the Alabella's heart continued to beat strong. For those fortunate enough to experience the Alabella under power, the feeling was unforgettable, ensuring that the Alabella's heart continued to beat strong. For those fortunate enough to experience the Alabella under power, the feeling was unforgettable. The gentle thrum of the engine, the smooth turning of the propeller, the sense that this was a vessel capable of conquering any sea, it was an experience that stayed with you long after you stepped back on dry land. For those fortunate enough to experience the Alabella under power, the feeling was unforgettable. The gentle thrum of the engine, the smooth turning of the propeller, the sense that this was a vessel capable of conquering any sea, it was an experience that stayed with you long after you stepped back on dry land. The gentle thrum of the engine, the smooth turning of the propeller, the sense that this was a vessel capable of conquering any sea, it was an experience that stayed with you long after you stepped back on dry land. The smooth turning of the propeller, the sense that this was a vessel capable of conquering any sea, it was an experience that stayed with you long after you stepped back on dry land. The sense that this was a vessel capable of conquering any sea, it was an experience that stayed with you long after you stepped back on dry land. The Alabella was more than just a boat. She was a living, breathing entity, a testament to the enduring spirit of adventure and exploration. It was an experience that stayed with you long after you stepped back on dry land. The Alabella was more than just a boat. She was a living, breathing entity, a testament to the enduring spirit of adventure and exploration. Her engine, the heart of a lion, was the driving force behind her every journey, a symbol of the strength and resilience that defined her character. Section 4. A Lady of Luxury. While the Alabella's exterior exuded an aura of classic elegance and seafaring prowess, her interior revealed a surprising level of comfort and luxury. Stepping below deck was like entering a bygone era, a time when craftsmanship and attention to detail were paramount. The scent of polished wood and leather filled the air, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. The Alabella's main saloon was a study in understated elegance. Rich mahogany paneling lined the walls, while plush velvet upholstery adorned the built-in settees. A handsome dining table, capable of comfortably seating 6, took center stage, illuminated by a gleaming brass chandelier that swayed gently with the motion of the boat. Forward of the saloon lay the galley, a surprisingly spacious and well-equipped space for a boat of her era. Here, a skilled chef could prepare gourmet meals using the Alabella's original propane stove and oven. Storage was plentiful, with cleverly designed cabinets and drawers discreetly tucked away beneath the countertops. The Alabella's accommodations were equally impressive. 2 spacious cabins, each with a comfortable double berth and ample storage space, provided a welcome retreat after a long day of sailing. The heads, located aft, featured a full-size shower and a beautifully crafted vanity, a testament to the Alabella's commitment to comfort and luxury even at sea. Captain James "Jimmy" O'Connell, a man who'd sailed the 7 seas and weathered more storms than he cared to count, was a figure of the sea. His life was a tapestry woven with threads of salt water and wind, each storm and calm leaving its mark on his weathered face and calloused hands. He had seen the world from the deck of his boat, each port a new chapter in his endless journey. From the bustling harbours of Hong Kong to the serene turquoise waters of the Caribbean, Jimmy had navigated them all. He was a man of the sea, through and through, his heart beating in time with the rhythm of the waves. Never thought a boat could take his breath away. Not anymore. Decades on, the water had turned him into a pragmatist, a man who valued function over form. He had seen too many boats succumb to the unforgiving nature of the sea to be swayed by mere aesthetics. To Jimmy, a boat was a tool, a means to an end, not an object of beauty. He had learned to appreciate the rugged, utilitarian designs that could withstand the harshest conditions. Yet, despite his practical nature, there was a part of him that still remembered the romance of the sea, the allure of a well-crafted vessel. A man more concerned with seaworthiness and a sturdy hull than romantic notions about boats. Yet there she was, emerging from the morning mist like a phantom, the Alabella. It was a crisp autumn morning in the harbour of a small coastal town. The air was filled with the scent of salt and the promise of a new day. Jimmy had heard whispers of the Alabella, rumours among old salts in dimly lit pubs. A boat out of time, they'd called her, a ghost of a bygone era. He'd dismissed it as fanciful sailors' talk until that moment. The rising sun glinted off her varnished mahogany hull, the soft light illuminating her graceful lines. Her sails, still furled, hinted at the power they held like a sleeping giant. Jimmy, a hardened skeptic, felt an unexpected tug at his heart. He'd seen countless boats in his lifetime, from sleek racing yachts to weathered fishing trawlers. But there was something about the Alabella, an aura of quiet dignity and timeless elegance that drew him in. It was like stumbling upon a hidden treasure, a relic from a time when boats were more than just fiberglass and engines. He knew then, with a certainty that surprised even him, that he had to experience the Alabella for himself. He had to feel the wind in her sails, the sea beneath her keel, to understand the magic that had captivated sailors for generations. Little did he know that chance encounter would spark a lifelong fascination, a love affair with a boat that transcended the boundaries of time and tide. Jimmy stood there transfixed as the Alabella glided gracefully through the mist. He could almost hear the whispers of the past, the stories of sailors who had once stood where he stood now, gazing in awe at this magnificent vessel. The Alabella was more than just a boat. She was a living testament to the craftsmanship and artistry of a bygone era. Her lines were a symphony of curves and angles, each one meticulously designed to create a vessel that was both beautiful and functional. As he watched her, Jimmy felt a deep sense of connection to the generations of sailors who had come before him. Men who had dedicated their lives to the sea and the boats that carried them. The harbour was coming to life around him, the sounds of seagulls and the distant hum of engines filling the air. But Jimmy was oblivious to it all, his attention completely captured by the Alabella. He could see the intricate details of her construction, the way the light played off her polished wood and the subtle curves of her hull. It was as if she was a living, breathing entity, a creature of the sea that had been brought to life by the hands of master craftsmen. He could almost feel the history that radiated from her, the countless voyages she had undertaken, the storms she had weathered, and the calm seas she had sailed. As he stood there, lost in thought, a voice broke through his reverie. "She's a beauty, isn't she?" Jimmy turned to see an old man standing beside him, his eyes twinkling with a knowing smile. "I've seen a lot of boats in my time, but there's something special about the Alabella. She's got a soul, you know. You can feel it when you're near her." Jimmy nodded, unable to find the words to express the emotions that were swirling inside him. The old man chuckled softly. "I can see she's got you under her spell. Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. There's just something about her that draws you in, makes you want to be a part of her story." Jimmy spent the rest of the day at the harbour, watching the Alabella as she went about her business. He couldn't tear his eyes away from her, each movement a dance of grace and power. He found himself imagining what it would be like to sail her, to feel the wind in her sails and the sea beneath her keel. The thought filled him with a sense of excitement and longing that he hadn't felt in years. It was as if the Alabella had awakened something inside him, a passion for the sea that had been buried beneath years of practicality and routine. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the harbour, Jimmy made a decision. He would find a way to sail the Alabella, to experience the magic that had captivated him so completely. He didn't know how or when, but he knew that he had to be a part of her story. The thought filled him with a sense of purpose and determination that he hadn't felt in a long time. He knew that this was just the beginning of a new chapter in his life, one that would be filled with adventure and discovery. In the days that followed, Jimmy couldn't stop thinking about the Alabella. He found himself returning to the harbour every chance he got, hoping to catch another glimpse of her. He talked to the sailors and fishermen, trying to learn as much as he could about her history and the people who had sailed her. Each story he heard only deepened his fascination, painting a picture of a boat that was as much a part of the sea as the waves and the wind. One day, as he was walking along the docks, he saw a man working on the Alabella. He was a tall, weathered figure, his hands moving with practiced ease as he tended to the boat. Jimmy approached him, his heart pounding with anticipation. "Excuse me," he said, his voice trembling slightly. "I'm Jimmy O'Connell. I've been admiring the Alabella and I was wondering if you could tell me more about her." The man looked up, his eyes narrowing as he studied Jimmy. After a moment, he nodded. "I'm Captain Thomas, the current caretaker of the Alabella. She's been in my family for generations, passed down from father to son. She's a special boat, no doubt about it. But she's also a demanding mistress. She requires constant care and attention, and she's not for the faint of heart." Jimmy felt a surge of excitement. "I'd like to help," he said, his voice filled with determination. "I want to learn everything I can about her, to understand what makes her so special. I'll do whatever it takes." Captain Thomas studied him for a long moment, then nodded. "All right, Jimmy. If you're serious about this, I'll give you a chance. But be warned, it's not going to be easy. The Alabella has a way of testing those who seek to know her. But if you're willing to put in the work, she might just reveal her secrets to you." And so Jimmy began his apprenticeship under Captain Thomas. He spent long hours working on the Alabella, learning the intricacies of her design and the skills needed to sail her. It was hard work, but Jimmy relished every moment of it. He felt a deep sense of satisfaction as he saw the results of his labour. The Alabella responding to his touch with a grace and power that took his breath away. As the weeks turned into months, Jimmy's bond with the Alabella grew stronger. He felt a sense of pride and accomplishment as he mastered the skills needed to sail her, each new challenge a test of his determination and resolve. He found himself falling in love with the sea all over again, the thrill of the wind in his hair and the spray of salt water on his face filling him with a sense of freedom and exhilaration. One day, as they were sailing out of the harbour, Captain Thomas turned to Jimmy with a smile. "You've come a long way, Jimmy. The Alabella has accepted you as one of her own. You've earned the right to be a part of her story." Jimmy felt a surge of pride and gratitude. "Thank you, Captain. It's been an honour to learn from you and to sail the Alabella. I can't imagine my life without her now." Captain Thomas nodded. "The sea has a way of getting into your blood, Jimmy. Once it's there, it never leaves. The Alabella is a part of you now, just as she's a part of me. Take care of her, and she'll take care of you." And so, Jimmy's journey with the Alabella continued. Each day a new adventure filled with discovery and wonder. He knew that he had found something truly special, a connection to the past and a love for the sea that would stay with him for the rest of his life. The Alabella had given him a gift, a chance to experience the magic of the sea in a way that few ever would. And for that, he would be forever grateful. They say every boat has a voice, a unique sound that sets it apart from all others. It's not just the creaking of the wood or the flapping of the sails. It's a symphony of sounds that tells a story, a tale of the sea and the vessel's journey through it. And the Alabella's song was one that stayed with you long after you'd left her side. It was a melody that lingered in your mind, a haunting tune that called you back to the water, to the freedom of the open sea. It wasn't the roar of a powerful engine or the whine of winches under strain. No, the Alabella's song was something more profound, more elemental. It was the sound of nature itself, harmonizing with the craftsmanship of human hands. It was a subtler symphony, a blend of natural rhythms and the gentle caress of wind and water. The waves lapping against her hull, the wind whispering through her sails, all came together to create a soundscape that was both soothing and invigorating. As the Alabella sliced through the waves, her wooden hull hummed with a low, resonant tone, a sound that spoke of strength and resilience. It was a sound that told you this boat had weathered many storms, had seen many sunsets, and had always come through unscathed. The wind, whistling through her rigging, added a high-pitched melody, a playful counterpoint to the deep, steady thrum of the sea. It was as if the wind and the boat were engaged in a duet, each complementing the other in perfect harmony. And then there was the rhythmic splash of the waves parting at her bow, a gentle percussion that marked the passage of time. Each splash was a reminder of the journey, of the miles travelled and the adventures yet to come. But the Alabella's song wasn't just about the sounds she made, it was about the sounds she didn't make. In a world filled with noise, the absence of certain sounds can be just as powerful. There was no jarring vibration from a powerful engine, no electronic beeps or alarms to shatter the tranquility. It was a pure, unadulterated experience of sailing, where the only sounds were those of nature and the boat itself. It was just you, the wind and the sea, connected by a symphony of natural sounds that soothed the soul and awakened the senses. It was a reminder of what it meant to be truly alive, to be part of something greater than yourself. Sailors spoke of the Alabella's song in hushed tones, claiming it had a hypnotic effect, lulling them into a state of peaceful awareness. It was as if the boat's song could transport them to another world, a world where time stood still, and the only thing that mattered was the present moment. It was a sound that transported them back to a simpler time when life moved at the pace of the wind and the tides. A time when the sea was both a challenge and a companion, a force to be reckoned with, and a source of endless fascination. It was the sound of freedom, of adventure, of the timeless allure of the sea. It was a call to explore, to discover, to push the boundaries of what was known and venture into the unknown. As the sun set and the sky turned to shades of orange and pink, the Alabella's song took on a different tone. It became softer, more reflective, as if the boat was singing a lullaby to the sea. The sailors would gather on deck sharing stories and laughter, their voices blending with the Alabella's song. It was a moment of connection, of shared experience, where the boundaries between man and nature blurred. Under the night sky, filled with stars, the Alabella's song continued. The gentle rocking of the boat, the soft lapping of the waves, and the distant call of a seabird created a nocturne that was both haunting and beautiful. For those who listened closely, the Alabella's song was more than just a collection of sounds. It was a story, a history, a testament to the enduring relationship between man and the sea. Even in the face of a storm, the Alabella's song remained. The howling wind and crashing waves added new layers to the melody, a reminder of the boat's resilience and the strength of those who sailed her. And as dawn broke and the first light of day touched the horizon, the Alabella's song welcomed the new day. It was a song of hope, of new beginnings, and the promise of adventures yet to come. Anchored in a tranquil bay, the Alabella's song was a gentle hum, a reminder of the journey and the peace that comes after. It was a moment of reflection, of gratitude for the sea and the vessel that carried you through it. As the sailors prepared the boat for the next journey, the Alabella's song was a constant companion. It was a reminder that the sea was always calling, always inviting you to explore its depths and discover its secrets. The name Alabella, painted on the hull, was more than just a name. It was a symbol of the vessel's legacy, a testament to the countless journeys and the many lives it had touched. As the Alabella sailed into the horizon, her song echoed across the water, a timeless melody that spoke of endless possibilities and the eternal allure of the sea. With a steady hand on the wheel, the sailors guided the Alabella with confidence and skill, their hearts in tune with the boat's song. It was a dance, a partnership, a journey that was as much about the destination as it was about the voyage itself. As dusk fell and the sky was painted with the colours of the setting sun, the Alabella's song was a serenade to the day that had passed and a promise of the night to come. It was a reminder that the sea was always there, always waiting, always calling. Anchored under a starlit sky, the Alabella's song was a lullaby, a peaceful end to a day of sailing. It was a moment of quiet reflection, of connection with the sea and the world around you. The sailors rested on deck, their minds filled with the day's adventures and the promise of more to come. The Alabella's song was their constant companion, a reminder of the bond they shared with the sea and with each other. And as the Alabella sailed into the distance, her song was a call to all who heard it, a call to explore, to discover, to embrace the endless journey of life and the boundless possibilities of the sea. The wake left behind by the Alabella was a testament to the journey, a reminder of the path travelled and the adventures yet to come. It was a symbol of the boat's legacy, a legacy that would continue to inspire and captivate all who heard her song. As dawn broke once more, the Alabella's song welcomed the new day with a melody of hope and promise. It was a new beginning, a fresh start, and the promise of new adventures on the horizon. And so the Alabella sailed into the sunrise, her song a timeless melody that spoke of endless possibilities and the eternal allure of the sea. It was a song that would continue to inspire and captivate all who heard it, a testament to the enduring relationship between man and the sea. Sailing the Alabella wasn't just an activity, it was an experience, a dance between man and nature, a delicate interplay of skill, intuition, and the raw power of the wind. The moment you took hold of her helm, you could feel her spirit, a sense of eager anticipation that coursed through her wooden frame. With the slightest touch, she responded, her bow turning effortlessly to meet the wind. Her sails, filled with the invisible force that propelled her forward, billowed like the wings of a giant bird, pulling her across the water with surprising speed. The feeling was exhilarating, a rush of adrenaline tempered by the graceful movements of the boat beneath you. Experienced sailors, accustomed to the responsiveness of modern yachts, found themselves humbled by the Alabella's finesse. She demanded a different kind of touch, a lighter hand, a deeper understanding of the wind and waves. In return, she offered a level of control and precision that bordered on the magical. It was a dance that required trust, a willingness to surrender to the elements while maintaining a steady hand on the helm. And as the Alabella heeled over, cutting through the waves with effortless grace, you couldn't help but feel a sense of exhilaration, of being one with the wind and the sea. Section 4. Sunsets and Starry Nights. The Alabella wasn't just about thrilling sails and testing your mettle against the elements. She was also about savouring the quieter moments, the simple pleasures of life at sea. And there was no better place to do that than from her spacious cockpit, a vantage point that offered unparalleled views of the ever-changing canvas of the sea and sky. As the sun began its slow descent towards the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink and gold, the Alabella's deck became a front-row seat to nature's nightly spectacle. The gentle rocking of the boat, the salt air on your face, the warmth of the fading light on your skin, it was a sensory experience that transcended words. And as darkness enveloped the world, the stars emerged, twinkling like celestial diamonds scattered across the velvet expanse of the night sky. Out on the open water, far from the city lights, the stars seemed closer, brighter, more numerous than you ever imagined. It was a humbling reminder of the vastness of the universe and our place within it. Many a night was spent on the Alabella's deck, sharing stories, laughter and quiet contemplation beneath the watchful gaze of the stars. It was in those moments, surrounded by the beauty of the natural world, that life's worries seemed to fade away, replaced by a sense of peace and profound connection to something far greater than ourselves. Section 1. The price of legend. How do you put a price on a legend? How do you quantify the value of a boat that has sailed through history, her wooden hull whispering tales of distant shores and daring adventures? The Alabella, with her timeless elegance and storied past, defies simple valuation. She's not just a collection of wood, sails and rigging, she's a vessel of dreams, a tangible link to the golden age of yachting. In the world of classic yachts, market value often takes a back seat to emotional connection. Buyers are not simply looking for a means of transportation or a status symbol. They are seeking a piece of maritime history, a vessel that embodies a bygone era of craftsmanship and seafaring tradition. And the Alabella, with her impeccable pedigree and captivating aura, stands as a shining example of this rare breed. Imagine trying to appraise the Mona Lisa or put a price tag on the Taj Mahal. These are not mere objects, they are masterpieces, imbued with a cultural and historical significance that transcends monetary value. The Alabella, in her own right, occupies a similar space in the hearts of those who appreciate the artistry and allure of classic boats. To speak of her price is to miss the point entirely. The Alabella's true worth lies in the intangible, in the emotions she evokes, the adventures she inspires, and the legacy she carries within her graceful lines. Section 2. A buyer's market of one. The market for a vessel like the Alabella is not a bustling marketplace, but a discerning and exclusive circle. It's a realm where passionate collectors, seasoned sailors and dreamers converge, all drawn to the allure of owning a piece of maritime history. These are not impulsive buyers swayed by fleeting trends. They are individuals with a deep appreciation for craftsmanship, tradition, and the enduring romance of the sea. Word of mouth is the currency in this world, whispered rumours of a rare beauty being prepared for a new custodian. Brokers dealing with such treasures understand discretion is paramount. Potential buyers are carefully vetted, their love for classic yachts scrutinized as much as their financial credentials. Imagine a dimly lit study, nautical charts lining the walls, the scent of old books and salt water lingering in the air. This is where the Alabella's future might be decided, not in a sterile boardroom or online auction. The negotiations would be as much about shared passion as about price, a meeting of minds seeking to ensure the Alabella's legacy finds a worthy inheritor. It is a buyer's market of one, where the true value is ultimately determined by the depth of the connection forged between a discerning buyer and a timeless vessel. Who are these individuals, these Alabella suitors, drawn to her siren song of adventure and elegance? They are as diverse as the seven seas she's sailed, yet united by an unspoken understanding, a shared appreciation for the extraordinary. Picture, if you will, a seasoned sailor, his face etched with the wisdom of countless nautical miles, seeking a vessel to crown a lifetime of seafaring experience. Or perhaps a young couple, their eyes sparkling with the thrill of discovery, yearning to create their own legacy aboard a boat that has witnessed generations of dreams. Imagine a successful entrepreneur seeking a respite from the relentless pace of the modern world, finding solace in the Alabella's timeless embrace, or maybe a group of friends united by their love of adventure, pooling their resources to acquire a vessel that promises unforgettable shared experiences. Whoever they may be, one thing is certain: they are not looking for a mere boat. They are searching for a connection to something larger than themselves, a vessel that embodies the spirit of adventure, the allure of the open ocean, and the timeless beauty of a bygone era. The Alabella's availability is not a transaction but an event. It's a rare alignment of circumstances, a fleeting opportunity for a select few to grasp a piece of maritime history. The knowledge that this legend is even potentially up for grabs sends ripples through the close-knit community of classic yacht enthusiasts. Phone calls are made, hushed conversations take place in marinas and yacht clubs around the world. The Alabella's history is researched, her lineage traced, her every curve and detail scrutinized through photographs and whispered anecdotes. Anticipation hangs in the air, a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The chance to own a boat like the Alabella is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but it comes with a weight of responsibility. This is not a vessel to be taken lightly. She demands respect, care, and a deep understanding of the legacy she represents. For those with the means and the passion, the Alabella's availability is a siren song, an irresistible call to become part of her continuing story. The sea, they say, has a way of calling to certain souls. It whispers tales of adventure, of uncharted waters and the thrill of the open horizon. For some, these whispers remain a distant longing, a siren song, forever out of reach. But for those who truly listen, who feel the pull of the tides deep within their bones, the call can be impossible to ignore. The Alabella, in all her timeless elegance and storied past, is such a call. She is not for everyone. She is not for those content with the ordinary, the mass-produced, the fleeting trends of the modern world. She is for those who understand that true beauty lies in the enduring, in the craftsmanship of a bygone era, in the stories etched into every plank of her wooden hull. She is for those who seek not just a boat, but a vessel for their dreams, a compass guiding them towards a life less ordinary. If you have felt the pull of the Alabella's story, if her name resonates within you like a half-remembered melody, then you are one of the fortunate few who understand her allure. You are one of those who hear the whispers on the wind, urging you to break free from the mundane and embrace the extraordinary. Section 2. More than meets the eye. The Alabella is not simply a collection of wood, sails and rigging, no matter how meticulously crafted or lovingly maintained. She is a living testament to a time when boats were more than just vessels. They were extensions of the human spirit, crafted with a level of care and artistry that bordered on the sacred. To step aboard the Alabella is to step back in time, to experience firsthand the craftsmanship of a bygone era and the enduring allure of the sea. Her decks have felt the tread of countless footsteps, each one leaving an invisible imprint on her history. Her sails have carried the dreams of adventurers, explorers and dreamers across oceans and lifetimes. Her wooden hull whispers tales of distant shores, of starlit nights at sea, of the enduring bond between man and the ocean. To own the Alabella is to become the custodian of this legacy, the caretaker of her stories and the guarantor of her future. It is a responsibility not to be taken lightly, but one that comes with immense rewards. For in preserving the Alabella, you are not just preserving a boat, you are preserving a way of life, a connection to the sea that has sustained and inspired humanity for millennia. Section 3. A legacy in your hands. Imagine for a moment the Alabella's history in your hands. Not just the physical sensation of her polished wheel beneath your fingertips, or the weight of her brass fittings, but the weight of her story, her legacy, her very essence. It is a humbling thought to realize that you have the power to shape the future of something so rare, so beautiful, so deeply connected to the human experience. The Alabella is not a museum piece to be admired from afar. She is a living, breathing vessel, eager to feel the wind in her sails and the spray of the sea on her bow. She is a blank canvas upon which you can paint your own adventures, create your own stories, and forge your own connection to the timeless allure of the sea. The decision to acquire a vessel like the Alabella is not one to be made lightly. It is a decision that requires careful consideration, a deep understanding of the commitment involved, and a willingness to embrace the unexpected. But for those who are ready to answer the call, the rewards are immeasurable. Section 4. The sea as your canvas. With the Alabella as your companion, the world becomes your oyster. Imagine charting a course across the sparkling turquoise waters of the Caribbean, dropping anchor in secluded coves where time seems to stand still. Picture yourself navigating the legendary waterways of the Mediterranean, exploring ancient ports and soaking up the sun-drenched cultures of coastal towns. Envision yourself sailing the rugged coastline of New England, feeling the spray of the Atlantic on your face as you navigate past historic lighthouses and charming fishing villages. Or perhaps you dream of venturing further afield, exploring the remote islands of the South Pacific, where pristine beaches and vibrant coral reefs await. The possibilities are as limitless as the ocean itself. The Alabella is your passport to adventure, your ticket to a world of exploration and discovery. She is the key to unlocking a life less ordinary, a life filled with the thrill of the open sea, the beauty of nature's wonders, and the camaraderie of fellow adventurers. Section 5. A timeless investment. In a world obsessed with fleeting trends and disposable goods, the Alabella stands apart as a testament to the enduring value of craftsmanship, tradition, and the timeless allure of the sea. She is not a depreciating asset, but an investment in experiences, in memories, in a way of life that has captivated humanity for centuries. Her value lies not just in the quality of her construction or the elegance of her design, but in the stories she holds within her wooden hull, the adventures she has witnessed, and the legacy she represents. She is a tangible link to a bygone era, a reminder that some things are built to last, to be cherished and passed down through generations. Owning the Alabella is not just about acquiring a beautiful boat, it's about investing in a piece of history, a symbol of enduring values and a source of endless adventure. It's about embracing a lifestyle that celebrates the simple pleasures of life at sea. the thrill of exploration, and the deep satisfaction of owning something truly special.